What a game that was. What an exciting game. The crowd seemed thrilled. The Suns players seemed like they had like an extra pep in their step, if you will. I don't even know if that makes sense. They just seemed happy tonight. And we're going to dive into why they were very happy in a little bit here. But before we get started, you guys, do me a huge favor. Hulk smash that like button. Let me know if we're sounding good. Let me know if we're looking good. And also, I'll remind you guys of this later. If you want to actually join the show for a couple of minutes and give your thoughts, I'll be posting the link in the chat. All you got to do is connect your phone, webcam, microphone, whatever you have, and you can join the show. You don't need to be on camera if you don't want to. It's kind of like a call-in show, if you will. We got some exciting things to talk about. Lots happened tonight. We're going to go over some numbers and just some really exciting things. I'm already hitting my microphone, so you know it's going to be a good show. Thank you, Mark Jackson, for letting me know, man. He says sound and all is good. Thanks, man. Appreciate that. Shout out to my guy, Mark Cooper. Appreciate you being here, Mark. Thank you, Denise. Appreciate you being here. I just saw your text before. Appreciate that. Sawbuck says Suns players trying to impress their daddy KD. Facts. Oh, man. All right, y'all. We're barely 2 minutes in, but let's go ahead and dive into this because there is a lot to talk about. What a game by the Phoenix Suns. I don't even know how to say it. We're going to talk about this stuff later. But the Suns were on the road for 5-6 games. They had the last 3 days off. And during that road trip, one of the greatest players of all time got traded to the Phoenix Suns. The next day, they played after they got blown out by the Hawks. Played and beat the Pacers. Then they had 3 days off. Kevin Durant was sitting on the Suns bench February 14th, 2023. Kevin Durant's first home game. Even though he didn't play, it was his first home game as a member of the Phoenix Suns. Sorry, my phone's going off right now. And as Sawbuck said, it was the Suns trying to impress Kevin Durant, but man, I just think the value was hyped. I think that's pretty much it. I mean, that is the excitement that has been going on in Arizona and in Phoenix, the past month because of the Super Bowl, the golf tournament or whatever it is. And then, KD, I'm hitting my mic again. I'm so sorry, you guys. The whole sports world is just focused on Phoenix right now in a way, especially, before and during the Super Bowl. But everyone seemed a little bit happier tonight, and they were playing even harder. And I think that was a huge part of tonight's victory. And again, this can't go overlooked. The Suns had 3 days off, and we're going to talk about that stuff later. I have a kind of fun little schedule, post All-Star break schedule segment that we're going to do later. Shout out to Harlan Vega. What's up, Suns Geek? Much love and respect. Well, much love and respect to you, man. Thank you to everybody that's in here. Do me a huge favor, you guys. Destroy that like button. We got lots to talk about here. It's going to be a fun show. Like I said, we're going to do a little schedule segment, post All-Star break schedule. Going to go over the numbers, things that I saw. We're going to talk about TJ Warren's homecoming. We're going to talk about how excellent Devin Booker was tonight, how excellent Deandre Ayton was tonight, how great Chris Paul was. What a game. Let me just read you guys some numbers real quick. The Suns shot nearly 57% from the field. They made 50 field goal attempts and attempted 88. Now, they struggled from three tonight. 7 for 22 from the field. That was obviously a bad spot. But at the same time, even though the Kings hit 14 of them, the Kings only shot nearly 37%. Suns shot about 32%. I want to go over these numbers first before we talk about how great, Josh Okogie was, DeAndre Ayton, Devin Booker, et cetera, et cetera. So let's talk about these numbers first. The Suns did a great job of kind of slowing down the Kings getting to the free throw line. They were getting like every single whistle pretty much for the most of the game. But, you know, I thought they did a better job kind of in the second half of, first off, getting to the free throw line more and then stopping the Kings from getting to the free throw line, even though the Kings made 21 free throws tonight. Sort of a strange rebounding game. Only 40 rebounds for the Kings, 37 for the Suns. I thought that was interesting. Suns had 8 offensive rebounds. Kings had 13. Let's talk about the assists. You guys know I love to say this because I think it's true. Whether you're the worst team in the league or the best team in the league, if you have over 30 assists, you're probably going to win the game. And there have been some games where the Suns have had over 30 assists and lost. They had 33 tonight. We're going to talk about this in a little bit. But Chris Paul had 19 of them. Chris Paul had 19 assists out of the Suns' 33. Amazing. The Suns had 12 steals. Kings and Suns had 17 and 15 turnovers. Kings had 25 points off those turnovers. The Suns absolutely dominated in the paint. 62 points in the paint compared to the Kings' 40. I really wanted to get that out of the way because those were some kind of takeaway. I kept my eye on those numbers. All right. Let's talk about how incredible. And you know what, guys? I've been waiting to play this. I haven't played this in a long time because obviously Devin Booker has been hurt and it's been a while since we've played this. Let's play it. Devin Booker. Devin Booker. Look, you guys, I mean this as a compliment, even though it doesn't really sound like a compliment. Devin Booker doesn't surprise me anymore. But I mean that in a good way. But tonight, he just looked like he had an extra bounce in his step. I even tweeted out, I said, yeah, Devin Booker is thrilled and excited about Kevin Durant getting traded to the Phoenix Suns. He looked like he was just so focused out there. He was super aggressive. I mean, I know you guys all saw that rip away when he just snatched the ball out of Domantas Sabonis' hands and just took off down court. There were so many times he was driving to the basket tonight, drawing fouls, throwing it down. He was absolutely incredible. But there was also just a couple like turnaround mid-range shots that he made that looked super confident. He just looked like he was feeling good. He was aggressive. Made 4 threes tonight, 12 for 22 from the field, 4 assists, 4 boards. Now, he did have 5 turnovers, but finished with 35 points. Devin Booker was amazing. And again, I mean this as the best compliment I can. He just doesn't surprise me anymore. This is just what Devin Booker does. And I heard Arizona Sports talking about this, and it's true. Yes, we are all excited for Kevin Durant. And I am too. And I am thrilled that one of the greatest players that ever touched basketball is on the Phoenix Suns. But don't forget, this is still Devin Booker's team. It is Devin Booker's team. He's our Valley boy. He's our golden boy. It is Devin Booker's team. And I think tonight he reminded people of that. And I think, look, if I know Devin Booker, how I assume I would know, like, okay, let me rephrase that. I'm not trying to pretend I'm in Devin Booker's head here, but if I think I know Devin Booker, he doesn't care anymore that he's not an all-star or voted into the all-star game. But I think tonight he also reminded people, hey, you probably should have voted me in. Austin Rivers shouldn't have been a couple thousand, 100,000 votes or whatever behind me or above me, whatever it was. I shouldn't have been 9th on the list or 8th on the list. And again, Devin Booker doesn't care about that. He's already a 3-time All-Star. He's already done that. But you guys get my point. I think tonight he reminded people, yeah, we traded for Kevin Durant. That's awesome. I love it. But this is still my team. And I should have been an All-Star. 35 points tonight, 12 for 22 shooting. Go watch the highlights. Super aggressive, throwing it down, mid-range shots, confidence. I mean, he's got to be healthy now, right? Like Devin Booker, is it safe to say that? Devin Booker's back, y'all. That was an amazing performance. At one point, I just tweeted it out. I was like, Devin Booker's incredible. Like, he is just incredible. Shout out to Devin Booker. You know what? We got to play this drop again because I haven't played it in a long time. And we just got to play it again.
Devin Booker.
It just, I don't know. Oh, wait a minute, you guys. I'm sorry. I read you guys the wrong numbers. I feel so silly right now. I was looking at the box score. Sorry, he had 32 points tonight, 13 for 20 from the field. Wow, he had no threes tonight. What numbers am I reading? I'm so sorry, you guys. Let me refresh this. Devin Booker had no threes tonight. What is happening? Sorry, guys. 32 points. I was reading De'Aaron Fox's numbers. I'm so stupid. Devin Booker, 32 points tonight, 29 minutes, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 0 threes. That's insane. My apologies for that. I sincerely apologize. I don't know why I was like hyper focused on those numbers. But hey, since I already read you guys the numbers, De'Aaron Fox was awesome tonight. And I even tweeted that out earlier. I said, I remember one time, I'll have to like find the comment and screen cap it, but I was like, I remember one time someone was arguing with me in my own comment section saying De'Aaron Fox isn't an all-star and the Kings are overrated and blah, 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 blah. And I kept arguing with this dude. I'm like, De'Aaron Fox is an all-star. So Sabonis should be right there next to him. And it was just a good reminder tonight that De'Aaron Fox is an all-star as well. Once again, my apologies. I feel so stupid right now. Please forgive me, you guys. Anyways, someone else who deserves a drop, and I promise to read you guys the correct numbers this time. Someone else who deserves a drop, and it's been a long time since we played this. Let's talk about Deandre Ayton, shall we?
The Phoenix Suns select Deandre Ayton.
Deandre Ayton, who was playing great prior to the KD trade. I know that he had a few stinkers in there, like that one game where he had 2 rebounds. But Deandre Ayton has been balling. He's been putting up the numbers. He's been playing great. Had himself a game tonight. And I promise I'll read you guys the correct numbers this time. I got it. Tunnel vision. Deandre Ayton, 37 minutes, 13 for 17 from the field. 29 points, 11 rebounds, 4 steals, 2 swats. And look, you guys, I know that Mikal Bridges was our defense. I get that. But Deandre Ayton, I guess you could call him like an anchor, if you will. I feel like tonight Deandre Ayton was an anchor of our defense. And look, he only had, it was 2 blocks, 4 steals. But what I saw a lot of with Deandre Ayton tonight on defense was just effort in contesting shots. There were some great moves by Domantas Sabonis tonight, especially when he was like in the post, the footwork and everything. And Deandre Ayton was there. He did everything right. He just couldn't block the shot, or it was just a tough shot that went in. So I give a lot of credit to Deandre Ayton tonight. There was also a few hustle plays, like getting rebounds, just being there at the right time. He had a couple of those like mid-range hook shots or whatever late in the fourth quarter. He had a nice rim running dunk, and I was like, damn, dude, like Deandre Ayton was great tonight. And I think he was excited too. Just everybody had an extra step in them tonight. And he was incredible. I had to give my flowers to Deandre Ayton. Once again, you guys, I do apologize about reading the incorrect Devin Booker numbers earlier. even though I've done a bunch of live streams this past week, it's been a while since I've done a post-game show. It's been a wild week on the channel. We'll talk about that later. And I do thank you guys for all the support. But Ayton was great. Let me know your guys' thoughts on Deandre Ayton. And let's play his drop one more time because he deserves it.
The Phoenix Suns select Deandre Ayton.
Let's talk about the point guard, Chris Paul. I need to get a drop for Chris Paul. Like I said, 19 assists. But don't forget, he had 17 points in 37 minutes and shot 7 for 15 from the field. He looked great tonight. I don't mean this as disrespectful, but I feel like besides the assists, the rest of his performance might get a little overlooked. But I thought that those 17 points were huge. And I feel like he made shots at important times of the game. And I saw a lot of floor spacing tonight. And I saw a lot of guys just trying to find Chris Paul as well. And I think that's really important, especially since Kevin Durant is going to draw in so many defenders and the defense is going to be hyper-focused on KD and Booker. Heck, I'll take Chris Paul hitting some threes or being a decoy on offense. 17 points tonight, you guys. 7 for 15 from the field. 19 assists. 2 steals, by the way. Chris Paul was great. Those 19 assists were huge. Look, I'm not a football guy at all, but I've always said Chris Paul is our quarterback out there. We don't need him to score anymore. I'm fine with that. Even though he can hit big shots when they matter, kind of like I talked about just a second ago. We don't need him to score anymore. Just get the guys the ball. Get Kevin Durant the ball. Get Deandre Ayton the ball like the Suns and him did tonight. Chris Paul was amazing. I even was like tracking it on Twitter. I was like 17 assists, 18 assists, 19 assists. And then they didn't really need him the final, couple minutes of the game. My dog wants out right now, but I'm not going to let him out. Anyways. Someone else I wanted to talk about, who did start, by the way, and played the most minutes of the game tonight. Josh freaking Okogie. Josh Okogie. I tweeted this out late, and I wasn't even joking. Follow me on Twitter, by the way, at Suns Geek, or Suns Geek on YouTube. I even tweeted this out. I said, Josh Okogie literally did everything for the Phoenix Suns tonight. He did it all tonight, and I'm not even joking. 39 minutes played, 8 for 13 from the field, 19 points, 6 boards, 3 assists, hit 3 threes, 3 out of 4 from 3. Incredible. And we all know what he does on the defensive end, but also a lot of hustle, a lot of effort, falling to the ground, trying to save the ball or back tapping a missed shot. Eddie Johnson did a great kind of breakdown. And I'll have to find the play, but I think Okogie fell to the ground. He got right back up, and he was just amazing. He got back on defense and everything. It was incredible, you guys. Josh Okogie is just so. I even tweeted out. I said Josh Okogie's going to win the Dan Marley Hustle Award easily. He's going to win it. He's so good, you guys. Now look, I don't know if I think he should be our full-time 5th starter. But is he going to be huge down the stretch, late in the season, in the playoffs? Absolutely. And kind of like I said with Chris Paul, we don't need him to score. Josh Okogie can score if he wants to. At times he can score. He can be a decoy on offense, especially if Kevin Durant's out there. You know what I mean? But man, he was great tonight. And yes, the Kings are having a great season. They're fun to watch. I think right now they're number 1 in offense or something. And they didn't go away in this game. But I don't know. I think it's fair. And this is me giving Josh Okogie his flowers. I think it's fair to say, I don't know if we win this game without Josh Okogie, because his performance was huge. But again, Deandre Ayton was amazing. Devin Booker, absolutely incredible. And Chris Paul is the point guard for a reason. Shout out to Josh Okogie, man. Let's talk about TJ Warren. It's long overdue. TJ Warren makes his homecoming tonight, back in a Phoenix Suns uniform for the first time since January 22nd, I think, of 2019. He has not played in a Suns uniform since 2019. And it was great to see him, man. He's been great. He's been fighting injuries. He was great in the bubble. I think he had a few good moments with Brooklyn in the short amount of time he was there. And he looked fun tonight. He only had 7 minutes. He only had 5 points. But there was a couple of plays where you saw the peskiness of TJ Warren. I saw a more aggressive TJ Warren. And like he had one play in particular where I think like Ayton got him the ball and he kind of just like spun around a little bit, faded away and made it. And then his first points back was a corner 3. And it was just great to see him out there, man. And then Eddie Johnson was talking about him, and I kind of like what he said. He's like, TJ Warren's more than just a scorer. He said like he can do a lot of serviceable things out there, like rebounding, drawing fouls, posting up. He called him a problem in a good way. He called him a problem. It was just great to see TJ Warren out there, man. TJ Warren did a lot of talking to the media, I think just today in the past couple of days or whatever. And he said, this is what TJ Warren said about being back. You know, he said he was obviously happy to be here with Kevin Durant, Devin Booker, and yada, yada, yada. But he said, just being aggressive, taking pressure off Book, KD, and CP, all those guys, trying to get trying to get acclimated to the system and just be myself, TJ Warren. Keep in mind, you guys, TJ Warren's been in the league since 2014 or something like that. Pretty much a veteran in this league. He's been in the league a long time. And I know that he's missed a lot of basketball last couple of years, but he knows what he's doing, man. He is more than just a scorer. And even though he only played 7 minutes tonight, I liked what he saw, or I liked what I saw out there. So in terms of the Suns, that's kind of all I wanted to say in terms of the players and the box score. We got lots more to talk about. Don't go anywhere. I will say this, Damian Lee continues to struggle. And yes, it was an absolute, I didn't really talk about it in a video or a stream. It was an absolute robbery that Damian Lee didn't get selected in the 3-point contest. Shout out to K-Ray, Kevin Ray, our broadcaster. Great guy, great broadcaster. He made a good point that Kevin Herger's not even in the top 20. He mentioned Cam Johnson probably should have been in there, especially last year. Give me a second, you guys. I apologize. I got to let my dog out. Enjoy this Devin Booker drop one more time. Hold on. I'm so sorry.
Devin Booker.
I'm sorry, you guys. If you have a dog, you know how it is. Give me one more second. I'm so sorry, you guys. It's a rusty show, you guys. I haven't done a post-game live show in a while. I'm rusty. That's why I read you the wrong Devin Booker numbers earlier. Sorry, guys. Anyways, lots more to come with this show. Especially a certain schedule segment that I'm really excited to talk about. I don't know why either. I'm just excited to talk about it. Let's talk about the Sacramento Kings for a minute. Just for a minute. Then we'll move on. Like I said, quick reminder, because we're almost 25 minutes in. If you guys want to be part of the show for a couple of minutes, I'm going to be posting the link. All you got to do, connect your webcam, your microphone, your phone, whatever it is you have, and you can join the show and give your thoughts. Okay. Like I said, you guys, Sacramento Kings, believe it or not, they are a good team. They've won 32 games this year. They've only lost 25. And yeah, they do struggle on defense. But like I referenced, I think Bright Side of the Sun posted this. I think they're number 1 in offense. I want to say it's like 120 points per game. They're a really great offensive team. And I think that they did a great job of, and look, this is one of those rare moments where, the Tyrese Halliburton and Domantas Sabonis trade was kind of a win-win, because obviously the Kings, what we would assume are going to make the playoffs. I'm rooting for them. Call me crazy. I'm rooting for the Sacramento Kings. And the Pacers have a bright future, and they have one of the best point guards in the league, one of the best passers in the league, and Tyrese Halliburton. But anyways, they're a really good team. They didn't go away in this game. Sabonis, 24 and 15, was great in the post. Really made Deandre Ayton work tonight on a lot of those possessions. He played great. When I read you guys the incorrect numbers earlier, like I mentioned, De'Aaron Fox, 35 points in 38 minutes to go along with 12 for 22 shooting. He was great. There was one play where I swear to God, 3 Phoenix Suns defenders were surrounding De'Aaron Fox. He just threw it up and laid it. I couldn't believe it. That dude's an all-star, man. I don't care what anybody says. He's a great player. Kevin Huerter, who's going to be in the three-point contest, 18 points tonight, 4 made threes. And then Terrence Davis had a pretty good game, too, off the bench, 11 points. They shot 44% tonight. They're a good team, you guys. I'm not going to say who this person is, but somebody was like kind of trolling the Kings on Suns Twitter, and I kind of was tempted to respond, but I'm just saying, you guys, don't sleep on them. They're a really good team, and this was a really fun game. If this was a playoff series, we would be in for an offensive ride, man. I'm just saying, don't sleep on the Kings. Shout out to the Beam team. They deserve it, and they deserve to have 2 All-Stars. And if you want to throw Kevin Huerter in there, who will be at All-Star weekend, shout outs to the Kings, man. And shout out to Mike Brown, who is their head coach. And speaking of Mike Brown, you guys, remember, Kevin Durant was with the goal. I said Kevin Durant was with the Phoenix Suns. Kevin Durant was with the Golden State Warriors for what, like 2016 to 2022. I think Mike Brown was there for a few years. If I'm getting those dates correct, I forget. Kevin Durant was a Warrior for a long time. So was Mike Brown as an associate head coach. And he was talking to Dwayne Rankin tonight of the Arizona Republic, AZ Central. And pretty much Mike Brown said, KD's a hooper, man. And he said something like, I'm paraphrasing here, but he's like, Kevin Durant's going to do things that make the Suns fans say, wow, like they're going to be impressed every night. And he was just showing KD a bunch of love, man. And guys, the excitement right now around KD is just, it's unbelievable. And I'm so pumped, man. But as I mentioned in my last video, yes, we are all thrilled and pumped that Kevin Durant's going to be a Phoenix Sun, that he's going to be playing with us. But I'm sorry, you guys, I have to say it. Take your time, KD. Take all the time you need. Come back when you are 150% ready. And you know what? From the practice highlights, he looks pretty good, man. He looks good. I'm not saying he's ready to get out there and do, play in a game like this, for example, but man, he's balling. Thank you, Big Steppa. Yeah, I was trying to get my facts right. KD 2016 to 2019. Yeah. Damn, time flies, doesn't it, you guys? Anyways, but yeah, Mike Brown was there for a long time. He knows KD very well. And I love Mike Brown's quote today. What's up, Bill? Thanks for being here, man. Once again, you guys, we're almost 30 minutes in. If you guys want to join the show for a couple of minutes, I'll get some of you guys on. You guys can give your thoughts. We can talk about whatever. We're gonna have a special schedule segment here in a little bit that I want to talk about. Kind of excited to talk about that. And I'm sorry that I went this far into the show. I didn't upload the graphic. I'm going to upload it right now. But before we move on here, Devin Booker made some history tonight. And I'm going to show you guys the graphic here in a second. Let me take a sip of my water. Tonight, Devin Booker, and I'm going to lower this little super chat thing. By the way, if you want to show some support to the channel, donate a super thanks or a super chat. I really appreciate it. Tonight, Devin Booker made history again, you guys. 5th all time in Phoenix Suns history. Look at the legends that are on that list. Somebody who never gets talked about, but he deserves to, the great Dick Van Arsdale. What's that, 12,000 points? It's kind of hard to see from my point of view, from my screen, but, and then Devin Booker. Look at that, man. And then Sean Marion, the Matrix. Kevin Johnson, very underrated guard, point guard, whatever you want to label him as back in his day, in his era. Really an underrated figure when it comes to Phoenix Suns players, in my opinion. The great Alvin Adams, who has multiple Phoenix Suns records. And the man with the velvet touch, Walter freaking Davis, man. 15,666 points. Devin Booker, 5th all time. He's going to break that record, you guys. It is scary, man. And again, it does not surprise me, but I mean that in the highest form. I mean that it just doesn't surprise me with Devin Booker. He is just so damn good. And I know that lots of people, including myself, have talked about this. Just the fact that he never gave up on this team. He never gave up. He never wanted out. He never, you know what? No, I'm going to stick to my thought. He never badmouthed Phoenix. He always believed in this team. And in fact, I have a tweet. This was from 2018. And I'll lower the super chat thing so you guys can see the date. December 13th, 2018. Look at the screen, you guys. I love Phoenix. Devin Booker loves Phoenix, man. The fact that he never gave up on this team, never wanted out, never badmouthed the organization. The fact that the Suns never traded him because they knew they had a superstar. They knew they had a franchise player on their hands. And now Devin Booker is 5th all time in Sun scoring. And he probably has a whole bunch of other records that I can't remember right now. Shout out to D-Book, man. Look, again, I know that Devin Booker doesn't care that he was not voted in as an all-star. But damn it, Devin Booker deserved it. All right, y'all. Here's what we're going to do. We are going to, let me just make sure there's nothing else I want to discuss. If you guys got any questions or something, comments, I'll try to get to them. Thank you to everybody that's in here. Stick around because we got lots more to come. So, Mashi, I hope I'm not butchering your name. Says, how do I join this show? Well, I'm going to post the link here in a little bit, and you guys will be able to hop on for a couple minutes, give your guys' thoughts, whatever you guys want to talk about. Let's do the schedule segment first, and then I'll get you guys on. I don't know why I was inspired to talk about this, but here is the Phoenix Suns schedule post All-Star break. Keep in mind, you guys, this is just a screenshot. And I kind of want to talk about this for a reason. Then I promise I'll get you guys on. And sorry, it's just a screenshot. So we obviously played today. We beat the Kings, 32nd win on the season. Thursday, we play the Los Angeles Clippers. And by the way, Thursday, you guys, Kevin Durant will be introduced in a press conference. And apparently they're letting fans in for free. I got a text message about it today. I know some other people did. I know a couple people who are going. Not a couple. There's probably going to be tons of people going. Kevin Durant's going to be introduced that day. And then after that game, it's NBA All-Star break for everybody. Now, obviously, the participants will be there, but still, one thing I love about the NBA is they introduced, I think, a few years ago, players get 5 or 6, maybe even 7 days off. If I'm counting correctly, the Suns have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days off after the 16th. So here's why I want to talk about this, you guys. So in February, as of right now, the Suns will have 11 days off. They'll have 11 days off in the month of February. They only have 3 games left this month. If you don't include tonight. Got the Clippers, you got the Thunder on the 24th, and you got the Bucks on the 26th. That's a Sunday game. That's at noon in Milwaukee. And I think that that's the reason I wanted to talk about this is because, I mean, obviously KD just got traded here. TJ Warren is, trying to get back to, get used to the Suns system. Darius Bazley, who did not play tonight. We got lots of guys still out, like Campaign, Landry Shamet. And again, KD just getting familiar with the Valley, getting familiar with the Suns playbook, the team, et cetera, et cetera. I think that this is good, you guys. And that's why I wanted to talk about it. Let me just remind you, for the rest of February, the Suns have 11 days off. That's huge. 7 of those are during NBA All-Star break. So let's say Booker is an All-Star, whatever. He'll be there 3 days. Then you got 5 days off to just relax and chill. Suns only have 3 games in February. And if I'm looking correctly, yeah, so they have 2 days off after that Bucks game. Now, March is where it gets interesting. In the month of March, the Suns have 16 days off. Not in a row. They just have 16 days off. They play 15 games. And 6 of those days are 2 days in a row off. Again, that is huge. Assuming Kevin Durant, I've heard whispers, I don't know if Flex from Jersey confirmed or whatever, saying that KD might be back on the 24th. I would be fine if KD came back against the Bucks or maybe even during that Charlotte game. So again, 11 days off in February, only 3 games left this month. They have 16 days off in March. They play 15 games in March. Then in April, here's the April screenshot, by the way, if you guys can see that. In April, we have 10 days off. The last game of the season, let me just make sure I'm getting this right. The last game of the season is April 9th against the Clippers, 2:30 p.m. That's an early game, Sunday. The playoffs start April 15th. The season technically ends on April 9th. The play-in tournament is the 11th through the 14th. So I wanted to talk about this. I think that it's interesting, you guys. We have a lot of, now look, March is going to be jam-packed. I mean, look at the schedule right now. I'm kind of bouncing the schedules off back and forth right now, if you guys can see on the screen. March is going to be jam-packed. Like I said, 15 games, 16 days off. But man, leading up to March, we have a lot of time off. We have a lot of time to get healthy, for guys to get familiar with the playbook, to continue to get KD introduced to the Valley. I think it's interesting. And guys, I don't know why it inspired me, but if you look on the screen right now, shout out to my friend Lindsay. She sent me this. It's a Phoenix Suns schedule magnet thing. And I was looking at it and I was like, man, we have a lot of time off, throughout the rest of February. And even in March, even though it's a pretty jam-packed schedule, in March, we got a lot of time off. And then in April, we only play 5 games. So again, here's the Suns schedule. It's a little jam-packed in March, but I'm fine with that. And obviously, KD changes all of this. I mean, let's be real. Let's look at some of these upcoming matchups. Clippers are no slouch. OKC's been winning games this year. The Bucks are a fantastic team. They've won 11 in a row at the time of this recording. Dallas just got Kyrie. Then we play the Thunder again. Then we play the Kings, the Warriors, etc. Then we play the Bucks. It's going to be insane. Obviously, KD changes all that. But I feel like the schedule is really important. And the days off, every single day off is going to be huge. I'm sure Monty's going to give these guys a few days off. But at the same time, throughout the season, there's not really much time to practice necessarily. So even just going to a shoot around it will be huge for this team. And every win matters. Last time I checked, the Suns were the 4th seed. Probably still will be by the end of the night, but pretty important, you guys. That's my schedule segment. I just wanted to I don't know why I was inspired to talk about that. That was a lot of fun. So what we're going to do now, you guys, I'm going to put on my headphones. We are going to put the link in the chat. And if you guys want to join and give your thoughts, if you want to ask a question or just go on a rant, whatever you want to do, you guys are welcome to join the show. And I will get you guys on. Sorry, guys, I got a couple screens here and I just need to move a couple tabs. Okay, we're good. So, want to join the show? The link is going in the chat right now. You just got to click it, connect your webcam, your mic, your phone. Pretty simple to do. I think the instructions are somewhere in the website. And you guys can join the show and give your thoughts. And I would love to have you guys on for a couple minutes. And then we'll pretty much wrap it up after that. So this is your time to shine, you guys. If you guys got questions, you want to talk about something, let me know. You guys can join the show right now. But again, you guys, in short, great game for the Phoenix Suns tonight. There was a huge standing ovation. I don't know if they're standing, but a huge ovation for Kevin Durant. I even tweeted out, I thought it was funny. Some Kings player like missed 2 free throws and, the free chicken sandwiches thing. And before the second free throw missed, Kevin Durant like put his hand up and was encouraging the Suns players Suns crowd to get hyped for that. I was like, Katie's a real one for that, man. Harlem Vega, appreciate the 99-cent super sticker. Appreciate you, man. You've been in these live shows and chats before, and I really appreciate it. So, again, if you guys want to join the show, now's the chance to do it. Once again, Harlem, thank you so much for the super chat. We're going to bring on Mo here. Mo, can you hear me?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. How you doing, man?
I'm doing really good.
Good, man.
Yeah.
Any thoughts? Any questions? What are you thinking, man?
Well, I just wanted to say, good Suns win. I'm excited for what we got, with KD. Like everyone's like upset about like giving up Mikal Bridges and stuff. And I'm so sick and tired of hearing it. Like I love Mikal Bridges. And I got to meet him in real life and I have stuff signed by him hanging up in my room. And like I love him, but like this is Kevin Durant that we're getting. And especially if we're playing like the way that we've been playing, with Deandre Ayton finally becoming the guy that we've wanted him to be, like this team is like unstoppable. And I thought that last year's team was also unstoppable until we played the Mavericks. But this is a little bit different.
Yeah.
Hard everybody on our team.
Preach. I agree with you, man. And look, I love Mikal Bridges as much as the next person. And trust me, I've seen a lot of it. I've seen it on Facebook. I've seen it on Instagram, Twitter. And look, they're fair to say that. But I keep reminding people, like I've said tonight, man, this is Kevin freaking Durant, dude. It's not like we were going to be able to keep Bridges and keep Cam and keep, whoever, like Ayton and all them and get KD. You know what I mean? Like that would have been impossible. And I don't think people are fully processing that.
Like I seen videos of I saw one video of like a girl like that, like she saw the trade or whatever. I saw it on Twitter and she was like crying. Oh, we gave up Mikal. Like, come on. At first, like people like being hurt that he's gone, but understand that that's what had to happen. That makes sense. But people who are actually like, this is a bad trade because we gave up Mikal. Like you gotta like watch more Suns basketball. You gotta watch more.
Watch more NBA. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You gotta watch more NBA basketball. I don't want to call anybody out, but there was a certain person who posted, "Oh, Kevin Durant being on the Suns now makes tickets go up higher and all that." I was like, "Well, yeah. Like, what do you expect? It's Kevin Durant." So I don't know, man. That comment bugged me in particular. I had to talk about that.
But I'm willing to pay more because Kevin Durant's on our team now. If that's the only thing I gotta like, all right, I'll pay $50 more.
Right. Well, Mo, you've been a great guest, man. Any final thoughts? Anything, man? Go for it.
Nah, no, not really. Just Suns in 4, and hope we win it all this year.
Awesome, man. Amen to that, brother. Thanks for being here, man.
All right, thank you so much.
Yep. Great guest right there, Mo, giving some great thoughts. I'm kind of glad he brought that up because I have seen a few comments like that have kind of bothered me. I mean, people are like literally not really complaining, but they're so mad, and I understand their feelings are warranted. You're allowed to feel however you guys want. You guys can have your own opinions, but you guys, it's Kevin Durant, man. I kept saying this leading up to the trade deadline. I said it in my live streams and my videos. I said, guys, like, someone's gonna have to be sacrificed here. I mean, look at all the other trades. Look at some of the biggest blockbuster trades in NBA history. Like, people have to be sacrificed. Salaries have to match. I mean, technically, the Nets didn't have to trade Kevin Durant. They didn't. He was under contract. And if you guys want to look at that contract, it's right here. Shout out to Sports Track. He was under contract for 4 years. By the way, you guys, Kevin Durant will be in a Suns jersey, assuming all things go well, till the year 2026, where he'll be 38 years old and he'll be an unrestricted free agent. Hopefully by then we have a couple chips and a lot more salary, and we can bring on more superstars, and KD can ride into the sunset with the Suns. Anyways, if you guys want to join the show, go ahead and click that link. I'll post it one more time. And if you guys want to join the show, give your thoughts, just like Mo was doing a few minutes ago. Great guest, by the way. Was spitting some facts right there. You guys can join the show. Shout out to my guy, Mark Cooper. Mark, can you hear me, sir? I think you're on mute. Let me see if I can unmute you.
Oh.
Nope, you're good. You're good. What's up, Mark?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do.
Can you hear me?
Doing? Yeah. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great, man. Good to have you on the show finally.
Yeah, I'm still getting that echo. I'm trying to.
Well, you sound good to me. I don't know if you can hear me, but I hear you perfectly.
Okay, well, it won't be too long. Just be a couple minutes. So.
Yeah, go for it, man.
It looks like the bench is a problem, but if when Warren gets healthy, and they can move probably Okogie if he doesn't start, but they still got to get some bench help, though. I'm just concerned about that.
Thank you for bringing that up, because I kind of avoided talking about that tonight, because I was like, oh, TJ Warren had 7 points or 7 minutes and 5 points. And I talked about how Damian Lee really struggled. I didn't talk about it long enough. And I talked about how Damian Lee really struggled. I didn't talk about it. Now I'm hearing the echo. But Damian Lee really struggled. Now I'm hearing the echo. Sorry, Mark. I apologize. Just real quick, Mark. Anything else before? Just real quick, Mark. Anything else?
So there's no way the Suns can get Westbrook, I guess. No way the Suns can.
So, Mark, I'm going to have to get you out of here just because the echo is crazy right now. But thank you so much for joining, Mark. I'm sorry, man. So, okay, real quick, we're gonna talk about Mark's topics real quick. Again, thank you, Mark, for being here. I'm sorry I had to kick you off so fast, just the echo and all that. Yes, the bench did struggle tonight, and he's absolutely right. And he has a fair concern right there. Because again, I avoided talking about it. I said TJ Warren had a few points tonight. Damian Lee struggled. So I thought Saban Lee was fine, though. I get what he's saying. Thank God that Booker had the game he had tonight. Thank God Deandre Ayton was cooking. Heck, even Torrey Craig, who started, struggled, I thought. So what he's saying is correct. Even though TJ Warren, when he really gets going, is going to be a huge boost in terms of shot creation, making those mid-range shots and being a threat out there. Damian Lee, even though he totally deserves to be in the three-point contest and got robbed, he has been struggling. He put up an air ball tonight. I mean, Ish Wainwright does a lot of good things out there, but he's not like an elite threat scorer. You know what I mean? Now, on the Russell Westbrook thing, And again, if you guys are wondering what I'm talking about, this Mark was just on. We had some echo issues, so I had to unfortunately get him out of here. But Mark's a great supporter of the channel. Appreciate you, Mark. I'm not saying it's out of the realm of possibility, just like with Kyrie. That's a whole another conversation for another time. But I just don't know. Now, I've heard, I don't know, I've seen some things going around on Twitter today. We just got Terrence Ross, by the way. Don't forget about that. He hasn't technically cleared waivers yet. I'm sure he's on the way. I'm sure they'll probably announce it tomorrow or the next day. I'm not going to lie, you guys. Russell Westbrook is one of my all-time favorite I'm so stupid. One of my all-time favorite basketball players of all time. I mean, the dude is a Hall of Famer. I know that people love to give him crap. Russell Westbrook and blah, blah, blah. And he was terrible with the Lakers and he's not what he used to be. And those are all fair opinions and everything. But prime Russell Westbrook, when he was winning the MVP and averaging triple doubles and all that, man, I'm not saying it's out of the realm of possibility. And I don't even know if the Suns have interest. They may or may not. Who knows? We could all wake up tomorrow. Yeah, Russell Westbrook's going to sign with the Suns. Cool, whatever. He would be a nice, I think, boost off the bench, especially if he can kind of thrive, sort of like he was doing with the Lakers for a little bit, coming off the bench, playmaking a little bit, being aggressive. But I don't know. I just don't know if the Suns, I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know. You guys let me know about that. I'm not too sure. And I love Russell Westbrook. I think he receives way too much slander. It sucks that it hasn't worked out for what. You know what? I thought that Westbrook actually had a really good season when he was with Washington. And if I remember correctly, the Wizards, which by the way, former Phoenix Sun Alex Len was on that team, they were actually pretty good. So, you know, as Suns Cards fan says, Westbrook was still good off the bench for the Lakers. Exactly. Like, the dude just receives way too much slander. But, like, is he a James Jones kind of guy? You know what I mean? Is that what the Suns are looking for? Is James Jones likes to say, if we think you can improve our team, and if that's what we're looking for, those are kind of quotes James Jones says a lot. So we'll see. Shout out to Mark Cooper, man. Sorry I had to kick you off the show, man. It's just the echo and all that. Sorry. It was good for a minute. I heard you and everything, but yeah, Harlem Vega. Damian Lee is struggling, but you could tell he hasn't lost his confidence. And you know what? There was a few times I thought Damian Lee was okay. Just certain small plays here and there, but the shot just was not there tonight, man. Like one play in particular. Remember when I referenced the air ball? I think Ish Wainwright, I want to say, either caught a rebound or like pump faked and drove in. He actually reversed and kicked it out to Damian Lee. I think he was pretty open. He just flew it up and it was just bad. All right, you guys. Again, if you want to join the show, I'll put the link in the chat one more time. We'll probably wrap it up in about an hour. Even though the show was rusty, and I do apologize for that, you guys. I mean, I was reading you the wrong Devin Booker numbers tonight, and I had to let my dog out. I'm so sorry. Thank you all for being here. You guys are awesome. Destroy that like button, y'all. I mean, come on. Kevin Durant's first home game, even though he didn't play. TJ Warren's homecoming. An amazing Devin Booker performance. Chris Paul, the point guard. I haven't talked about them enough tonight. Deandre Ayton was amazing. What a great game. And we got the dub. We got the win, y'all. And we have been winning. I know that we got trounced by the Hawks. That game feels like a dream, man. Like, that was on the deadline, or was that after it was on the deadline. You know, the vibes weren't good that day. I think Monty Williams even talked about that. Not saying that was an excuse, but we're winning right now, you guys. And look, I don't want to sound too confident. You know, as Monty Williams says, never too high, never too low. But I will say this. The Suns were winning games, even though there was a really rough stretch, you know, with all the injuries. We were winning games without our best players. You know what I mean? Like, this team is going to be scary, man. I watched a video from my guy Romp 2.0 today. Great content creator. Go follow him. Official Romp or Romp 2.0. He made a video like 5 days ago talking about how great Kevin Durant's going to be with the Suns, the mid-range attack, everything. It was a great video breaking it all down. This team, and he said a couple quotes that I really like. He's like, if everything clicks and if the Suns stay healthy, they're pretty much going to be unfair. And he also said it's unfair, but as a basketball fan, it's going to be fun to watch. I mean, tonight, we didn't even have KD. Look how fun tonight was. Look how great everything was clicking for the most part. On the exception of a maybe bad Torrey Craig performance and a few other guys. But, I mean, Josh Okogie started and was one of the best players tonight. As I said, he literally did it all. Tonight was fun, man. And we still don't have a Landry Shamet. Campaign is apparently revving up. Ooh, that's what we'll talk about before we get out of here, y'all. Because there was some updates. Obviously, y'all already know about KD. He's out until the All-Star break. I don't have an official quote or word, but I'm assuming he'll be back on the 24th or afterwards. Maybe they'll ask him at his press conference. I don't know. Which, by the way, the press conference is set for Thursday. I think it's 2 p.m. Phoenix time. He will be introduced. Okay, so injury updates. Cameron Payne, foot. Landry Shamet, foot, will be reevaluated after the All-Star break. From what I've seen, Campaign has been practicing, but I've seen more of Campaign doing like community work, which is great. He does, he does a great job with all that, but we haven't seen nothing. I don't think we've even heard anything about Landry Shamet. But that's my point, you guys, is that we're winning games and we're not even fully healthy. Whether you're believers or not, I think we should all literally pray to the NBA gods or pray to the giant spaghetti monster, whatever you believe in, that we stay healthy. Injuries are uncontrollable. And that's another reason that Devin Booker should have been an all-star. And even though there's lots of great players playing at an MVP caliber right now, Devin Booker is the MVP of the Suns. And this is still Devin Booker's team. I love you, KD. I'm thrilled that you're here. I'm psyched. I almost was in tears and I was shaking when you were traded. I did a live show about that, by the way. I was freaking out. It was like 12 in the morning. Couldn't even get a full thought. I'm thrilled for you, KD. But man, still Devin Booker's team. You guys, once again, apologies for the rusty show. Had some technical difficulties and was reading the wrong numbers, but we did it, y'all. We made it. I think I'm going to end it here. Again, you guys, if you ever want to join the show for a couple of minutes, give your thoughts, go on a rant, ask questions, whatever it is, you guys are welcome to do so. And this was a great show, y'all. I had a lot of fun. Again, we had a whole scheduled segment. I read off this and I took some notes and everything. Keep your eye on the schedule, you guys. It's going to get interesting. Lots of days off. Even though we play a lot of games in March, there's a few times where we have 2 days off in a row. And I'm telling you guys, I think the All-Star break is going to be huge. Assuming, because Saban Lee, by the way, don't forget, Saban Lee and Kevin Durant are going to All-Star weekend as of right now. Well, let's be real. KD's just going to be chilling. He ain't going to be doing much. Saban Lee's going to be playing in the G League All-Star game. But the rest of our team has 7 days off. Excuse me, if not more. And more time to get healthy, more time to study the playbook, more time to practice. It's going to be exciting times, y'all. So I'm out of here. What a great show it was. Thank you to everybody that was in here. Thank you to everybody that commented. Thank you to everybody that was watching along and everything. Great show, y'all. Stay tuned for more content. Follow me on TikTok, you guys. Even if you're not a TikTok person, I've been doing that Reacting to Sun's Twitter series. I'm having a blast with that. Follow me on Twitter. I'm tweeting all the time. Instagram, I'm always posting on my story. It's all in the links down below, y'all. Just at Suns Geek. Just search Suns Geek and you'll find me. tweet me, send me a DM. I'll try to respond to you as soon as possible. Great show, y'all. Appreciate everybody that's in here. And you know what? I think he deserves it. Even though I played this like 3 times tonight, we're going to play this video. We're going to play you 2 videos before we get out of here. We're going to play Devin Booker's drop because he deserves it. And then we're going to play a hilarious video that was sort of a running gag the night we got KD and the trade deadline. Let's play these videos.
Devin Booker.
And here's the running gag that I was playing throughout the trade deadline the night we got KD. Holy crap, you guys. Kevin Durant is coming to the Phoenix Suns. It's 150% guaranteed. Kevin Durant is coming to the Phoenix Suns. Yes! Harlem Vega, yo, Suns Geek is getting in his feelings. You know what? I love Booker too, man. The Suns make me get in my feelings, man. Like, some of you guys might remember, I literally was on the verge of tears the night we got embarrassed by the Mavericks. I even clipped it and uploaded a video. Whenever Booker has a great night like tonight, I get emotional. When TJ Warren made his comeback when he was traded here, I was like, dude, we got TJ Warren. I couldn't believe it. Like, winner's work, baby. By the way, real quick, before we get out of here, if you don't know about the winner's work thing, first off, it was the Suns last year uploading videos after a big win. And then social media trolled us for it. But Suns Twitter has done a great job of trolling them back and posting the same clip every time we win. So they're pretty much throwing it back in their face. Winner's work, baby. The Suns and Devin Booker get me in my feelings, man. I don't know what this guy's talking about, saying play the Knicks video and talk more about the Knicks. Winners play for the Knicks. That's not me, man. I mean, there's a great Knicks content creator out there. I'm sure you know who that is. But anyways, y'all, I'm getting out of here. Great show. Guys, do me a huge favor if you can. I have been uploading like crazy. Just go watch those videos, destroy the like button, leave a comment, tell YouTube that I'm doing a great job here. Share the show. And at the end of the day, y'all, the best way to keep supporting me is just to keep watching. There's great Suns content out there, great podcasts and everything. But the best way to keep supporting me, y'all, is just to keep watching. I love you guys. I'm out of here. God bless. Stay safe out there. And as always, go Suns. Peace.